After 2 long years, The Last of Us has finally returned with a season premiere that reminds us why this series stands above the rest. Picking up 5 years after Joel's earth-shattering lie, the episode thrusts us into a world where trust is fragile, threats have evolved, and danger lurks in every shadow, both inside and outside the walls of Jackson, Wyoming. With a gripping ending that sets the stage for an explosive season, let's break down every major moment, character arc, and hidden detail in The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 1. One of the most striking shifts in this episode is Ellie's demeanor. Gone is the wide-eyed, trusting girl from Season 1. Instead, we see a hardened young woman who resents being coddled, especially by Joel. Her frustration is palpable in the opening training scene with Jesse. When he admits he held back a punch to avoid knocking her out, she snaps with a sharp, "Don't do that again." This isn't just about fighting, it's about proving she doesn't need protection. Later, when Seth insults her and Joel intervenes, Ellie's anger isn't directed at Seth, but at Joel. Her shouted, "I had it under control," reinforces her belief that Joel sees her as weak. Even in her conversation with Tommy, she insists that she and Dena wouldn't have turned back from the infected, implying she's just as capable as Joel or Tommy. Ellie's immunity gives her a dangerous sense of invincibility. Unlike others, she can afford to be reckless, but that overconfidence could be her downfall. The way she alters her bite mark, carving it into a different shape, shows she's hiding her secret while hinting at internal conflict. Does she feel guilt over surviving when so many others couldn't? Her immunity may also explain why she's so eager to fight infected. She's the only one who can engage them without fear, but in a world where strength is survival, her immunity could make her a target if discovered. The brightest spot in Ellie's life is Dena. Their chemistry is electric, from Ellie's jealous glances when Dena talks to Jesse to their flirtatious banter during patrol. The kiss at the end of the episode feels earned, a moment of genuine connection in a world defined by loss. Dena brings out a softer, more vulnerable side of Ellie, contrasting sharply with her hardened exterior around Joel. The central question remains, will Ellie's anger toward Joel push her into even riskier situations, or will Dena help her find balance? Joel's storyline this episode is nothing short of tragic. He's a man who saved Ellie but lost her in the process. In therapy with Gail, Joel reflexively calls Ellie "my daughter," only to be corrected. That moment cuts deep. He still sees her as his child, but she rejects that bond. His loneliness is crushing. The shot of him sitting alone on the porch at night, watching for Ellie's return, says everything without words. He's still protecting her, even if she hates him for it. Even Tommy lies to him about training Ellie, further isolating Joel from the few people he trusts. When Joel enters Ellie's garage and sees the guitar, dusty, abandoned, with broken strings, it's a perfect metaphor for their relationship. In Season 1, the guitar represented Joel's reawakened humanity thanks to Ellie. Now it's just another relic of a connection that's faded. The show hasn't revealed whether Joel ever told Ellie the truth about the Fireflies, but the guitar's state suggests their bond is beyond repair. Gail drops another bombshell. Joel killed her husband, Eugene. Her line, "I know you had to do it, but I resent how you did it," implies Eugene was infected. But Joel's method of killing him was unnecessarily brutal. With Eugene's actor listed in the cast, we'll likely see this play out in flashbacks, another weight on Joel's conscience. The burning question remains, will Joel ever regain Ellie's trust, or is their relationship doomed to collapse under the weight of his lies? The infected in The Last of Us have always been terrifying, but now they're smarter. Unlike clickers, which rely on sound, the newly introduced stalkers hide, observe, and ambush. Their introduction in the Alpine Trail building was masterfully tense, silent, shadowy figures crawling in the background before attacking. This makes them far deadlier than previous infected. As Ellie and Dena learned, you can't just outrun or outgun them, they're hunters. The discovery of cordyceps-infected roots in Jackson's water supply is another major red flag. Could this mean infected spores are already inside the walls? If the fungus spreads through water, Jackson's entire community could be at risk, turning their safe haven into a death trap. This raises an ominous question. Are the stalkers a hint of even worse mutations to come? The cold open introduces Abby, a Firefly survivor hell-bent on vengeance. The gravesite scene confirms Abby's personal stake. Joel slaughtered her people, and she spent half a decade tracking him. While her group debates giving up, Abby refuses, declaring, "We're the only ones left who care." Her determination is chilling. By the episode's end, Abby and her group are overlooking Jackson. How will they infiltrate the town? Posing as refugees seems likely, especially since Joel mentioned not having enough space for newcomers. This creates another crucial question. Will Joel's distrust of outsiders be his downfall? This episode did everything a premiere should. It re-immersed us instantly with pacing that was slow but deliberate, letting tension and emotion build naturally. It elevated the horror, with the stalker sequence standing as one of the show's scariest moments yet. Most importantly, it deepened character arcs. Ellie's defiance, Joel's loneliness, and Abby's rage all set up explosive conflicts to come. Standout moments included Ellie and Dena's kiss, a rare moment of joy in this bleak world, Joel's quiet devastation when Ellie rejects him, and the eerie reveal of the stalkers. One line that will likely define the season came from Gale. "You can't heal something unless you're brave enough to say it out loud." This foreshadows the central question moving forward. Will Joel finally tell Ellie the truth? And if he does, will it save their relationship or destroy it completely? Looking ahead to episode 2, several key developments seem imminent. What did you think of the premiere? Was Abby's introduction as intense as you hoped? Do you believe Ellie's anger at Joel is justified? How do you think the stalkers will change the survival dynamic? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be covering every episode of Season 2, so subscribe and check the playlist to stay updated on future breakdowns.